Hello, it's Nafisa Manera. It's your tax attorney coming to you today with some motivation. I hope you are doing fantastic. And I just wanted to come and I was thinking about you, and I just wanted to come and ask you a question, right? And that question I want to ask you is, because I see you out here, trying to solve people's problems. I see you out here trying to make things happen. But the question that I have for you is, why do you keep picking up other people's burdens? You so exhausted, you getting stressed out, you cussing people out, you doing a lot of stuff. And I want to know, why are you picking up other people's burdens? I'm gonna need you to stop doing that, sis. And keep in mind, you're not by yourself. Many of us at different points in our life have fell victim to this concept and to this thing of feeling like we have to carry other people's burdens. No, there's a verse that says, no bearer of burdens can bear the burden of another. People have to bear their own burdens, right? So I'm gonna need you to lay down those burdens of other people and don't pick them up. And in particular, there's 7 burdens that I'm gonna need you to lay down. The first burden is the burden of other people's happiness. You're not responsible for other people's happiness. You're responsible for your own happiness. That doesn't mean you don't try to do things to please people, but when you are trying to make someone else's happiness a priority over your own or to the detriment of your own, you can be compassionate towards people. You can be encouraging towards people. You can try to help people. But each person's happiness is their responsibility. It's their journey to take towards happiness. It's not your duty. So I'm going to need you to lay that burden down of thinking that you have to make other people happy and other people telling you, I need you to make me happy. I'm not happy with you. You ain't responsible for their happiness. Their happiness is their duty. You have some compassion, some encouragement. Their happiness is their duty, not yours. I'm gonna need you to lay that down. A second burden I'm gonna need you to lay down is the burden of thinking you got to fix everybody's problem that comes to your front door. No, I'm gonna need you to lay that down. Because other people bring their problems to your front door, and then you want to take it on and feel like you got to fix everybody's problem. And I know we good at that, right? Because we want to help people, especially us as mothers, as wives, African American so-called super women. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Everybody's problem is not your problem. And in fact, when you take on other people's problems, you rob them of the opportunity for them to solve their own problem and learn the lesson that they were supposed to learn from that problem. So now I'm gonna need you to lay that burden down of feeling like you got to solve other people's problems. I'm gonna need you to lay that one down. And if for whatever reason you decide to take on that problem, I'm gonna need you to make the problem and not the person, right? I'm gonna need you to make the problem and not the person. Think about that. The other burden is the burden of other people's opinions. You can't control what other people think and say. They got their own biases, their own experiences that help shape how they think, how they move. Mm-mm. Whatever people think, let them think that. I'm gonna need you to lay them burdens of other people's opinion down. The other burden is the burden of past mistakes. We all make mistakes, right? But sometimes we feel guilty because of the mistakes. I should have did this, could have did that. Mm-mm. Leave all of that in the past. Learn the lesson that you were supposed to learn from that and leave that burden down. Lay that burden down. The other burden is the burden of the choices of other people. Sometimes, especially when it comes to our children, when you have adult children, we still want to guide them and navigate them and try to control how they choose, how they move, how they live. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Other people have to make their own choices of how they live their life. Their walk is their walk. You can advise them, you can guide them if they ask. But other than that, I need you to lay that burden down. I need you to lay down a burden of unrealistic expectations. Because a lot of times we get caught up in all these roles and feel that we have to excel at every single role that we have as mothers, as wives, as co-workers, as president of this organization, position on this board. We feel like we got to excel at every single thing that we do and excel all of them at the same time. That's unrealistic. Prioritize what's most important for the particular season that you are in life and lay those other burdens down. The last burden is the burden of being liked. Mm-mm. I'm going to need you to lay that burden of being liked. I'm going to need you to lay that down. You're not going to be liked by everybody. You're not going to be liked by everybody all the time. The best that you can do is be your authentic self. Be your authentic self, and that will draw the people that you're really supposed to connect to. That would draw them to you. But this idea of thinking that you got to be liked by everybody, sis, we're not doing that. We're going to lay that burning down. So, after you get finished laying them burdens down, I know you're going to be light. You're going to be light. You're going to be less stressed, and you're going to be ready to go. You're going to be ready to do what really matters and start really having some fun, right? And you also are going to release all that pressure because it does affect you physically. So, hey, stop carrying them burdens that belong to other people. You got enough to deal with, sis. You go about your day, have a great one. I'm Nafisa Manir, and business is my business 360. Have a great one. Bye.